A couple of months ago, I saw a couple of my mates share on Instagram these little screenshots of them completing this thing called 75 Hard. And 75 Hard, for those who don't know, is a mental toughness challenge. It looks a lot like a fitness challenge, but it's not. And the rules are really simple. It goes for 75 days. There's 5 things you got to do every day. If you miss one thing on one day, you start back at day 1. So I watched it, and the 5 things are 2 workouts a day for 45 minutes each. One of them has to be outside, which is great unless it's raining or snowing, right? You've got to choose a diet to hit your health goals and follow it to the letter. No cheat meals. You must read 10 pages of a non-fiction book every single day. So last night we finished up here at 11 p.m. Sydney time. I jumped into bed and then realized I hadn't read my 10 pages. And guess what I did? I read my 10 freaking pages, didn't I? You got to take a progress photo every day. No booze for 75 days. That's the challenge. I don't drink anyway, so that didn't really hurt me. Anyway, so I thought about it. And I'm like, that looks interesting. The whole idea that it was positioned as a mental toughness challenge, not a fitness challenge, really intrigued me. One of the things that frankly really stood out to me was the idea of who you can become if you show up at full strength all the time with no fucking around or excuses. And then just out of curiosity, I grabbed my phone and I asked Siri, what's the date in 75 days? And Siri said, day before Christmas. I'm like, oh, well, I'm starting right now then because I want to eat well on Christmas Day. So I'm on day 33 right now, I think it is. Like health-wise, it's transformational, but frankly, the biggest thing is, I don't know if you have this, you've got really great intentions, but there's these 2 little voices like the angel and the devil on your shoulder. Andy Frisella, the guy who created 75 Hard, calls it the bitch voice and the boss voice. And I don't know about you, but the bitch voice and I have been hanging around for about 44 years right now. They say no pain, no gain, but I've always been like, no pain, that sounds awesome. In this case, it's really made a significant difference. About a week in, I was like, this is incredible, and I can totally see how this transfers to business. So it came down to 2 things. It's that a lot of us have aspirations about how we want things to be different or better. We all set New Year's resolutions about how we want life to be. I'm going to get healthier. I'm going to start at the gym. We have these aspirations about how we want life to be different. Exercise more. Travel more, surf, swim more, have great sex. I'm not going to help you with that personally, but I'm all for it. So we've got these aspirations. And I think an aspiration is like, I want to, and aspirations rarely happen. They just don't show up in your life. You don't kind of hope things happen and life magically changes. At the other end is a boundary. And when I say a boundary, I guess another word for it is like a non-negotiable. And what 75 Hard did was it took a bunch of things like exercise more and eat better, and it took them from an aspiration and turned them into a non-negotiable boundary that I will not cross. And so, for example, a couple of weeks ago was Araha's birthday. She turned 12, our daughter. And we had an amazing day, friends over and, sleepovers and, all of that stuff. This was all great. But the whole way in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm spending a whole day here with the kids and I'm loving it. I'm fully present. But every now and again, my brain said, but I've committed to doing 2 workouts a day and I've only done 1. How on earth am I going to fill this in? And then I had to drop the kids back. And at 10:45 at night, it was pouring with rain. And my bitch voice said, it's been a big day. No one will know. And my boss voice said, yeah, but you promised. And so at 10:45 p.m., I went for my outdoor workout for 45 minutes in the rain. Why? Because it went from an aspiration to a boundary.